Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Elden Ring Randomizer. We got to 4 victory, so let's see if we can keep it going. Let's go on the website and let's see where we go. We got to Executor again. I figured this could have happened considering that we already got four um, characters, 4 different characters. We're gonna go with Executor again and see what Night Lord we get. Hope you guys enjoyed the run nonetheless. Yeah, I also need to switch to one player. And yeah, see you guys in the post commentary. See you. And we're back with the post commentary. As I said in the intro, don't be surprised about the fact that are starting to get repeated Nightfarers, considering that we already got four. But I'm glad we got Executor again. But yeah, as always, we are clearing the first camp. Try to get to level 2, and after that we'll see. I'm sorry if like the videos are getting slower, like they are not coming out every day or every other day. But yeah, during the week is kind of hard pushing them out, especially when I have to do post commentary as well. But yeah, we are looking at the equipment that we get in the starting camp. As always, like I'm running the crit build on Executor, and I think we got Maris as a boss. So at least he's not full gore for the third time. I mean, I wish he was. Yeah, we are killing this Scarab, and we got Profumir. So that was disappointing. We're gonna go level up at Disgrace. After that, I think I'm gonna check the boss on the left there to see if it's doable. And it's not. I didn't see who it was actually. So yeah, I'm gonna go check this castle to get a key and some more equipment, and probably get an Evergeel just to get going. And like, even though I'm not running the Evergeel relic, is beneficial at least in the base game, in the early game, do some Evergeel so you can get some early runes and get going. Was fishing for an attack there, so I attacked him. Should have reposted him there instead of guard countering. Terrible parries on my part. I got punished there. And I think there is a trash mob on my right as well that thankfully is not attacking. This time around it didn't got staggered out of the crit and we finished him off. Yeah, there are a couple of trash mob actually. The one with the lance are so annoying. Okay, we are checking the loot. Unfortunately, there is nothing good. Even though like forts and churches have the highest chance of dropping like your main weapon. Checking the stuffs for passives. And yeah, as I said, we are rotating around and we're checking the Everjail and the boss near it. We're going to this Everjail. Okay, never mind. I thought we were going to the one on east, like far east. And we got probably one of the worst Everjail. I'm gonna pop ult here and start roaring, even though like the big Farumazula guys don't really care apparently. They are so annoying, man. Plus, they deal a lot of damage even in like base game. Should have probably switched to Suncatcher there to get the repost because he deals way more damage than the regular Katan, like the Grey Katan. Yeah. Also, I aggroed them humans by roaring, so that's pretty annoying as well. Thankfully, we are missing only one big beastman, and it's dead. Thankfully, this guy has insane stability with his vase shield, better than the fingerprint apparently. Thankfully, like these guys are a bit spastic, but with the fact that they have no poise at all, you can basically unlock them. I feel that parry there, but not a big deal. And yeah, you only get 10k for some reason. Like, it makes no sense as far as I'm concerned. We're gonna hit this Marika church to get a flask. And you check the loot boxes, which is always beneficial. In fact, we got gold pickled fowl foot that hopefully I can use at the end of day one to get some extra rooms. I'm gonna go check the boss in front of me. And it's Elder Lion. Never mind, it's a demi-human, sorry. Also, let me know if the like I did some tweak on the image, like on the lightning, etc. Because like I saw that one of the previous video was especially dark in indoor, like under the castle, etc. So let me know what do you think about these settings. We got rid of the demi-human, and we get damage. Sorry, the maximum HP, which is always good. We're gonna go check the other boss on the other side of this uh, crater, hole, whatever. It's gonna be a Miranda flower. I'm gonna pop ult and get rid of the small flowers by roaring. I'm kinda sad that Executor ult is basically pretty pointless in Deep of Night. Like, okay, you get a free heal, but I guess most bosses, if you get it once or twice, you're basically dead, even though like your health bar is basically big as the screen. Okay, we got rid of the Miranda flower. Got damage negation at full HP, which is not bad. Yes, is not mandatory in base game, considering that the damage is quite fine, is definitely needed in, like, I will say depth 3 and onwards, Deep of Night. I'm gonna go check the basement to see if there is anything good to fight. We are at level 7, which is not bad, considering that the circle is not even closing. And we got Royal Revenant. Against that, which I definitely need more practice, to be fair. Both in pairing and especially like dodging. Trying to use my main katana there to get some bleed procs. Yeah, he's also kind of weird because he can either interrupt his combo or keep going with it. So sometimes you don't even know if you can counter it, because if not, like, you're gonna get slapped in the face, which is never a good thing. Yeah, I'm missing a lot of parry. There we got another stance break. Taking that time to heal, which is smart. Also, recently the Elden Nightreign boss arena came out, so I'm using that to practice a bit of bosses, and it's really good. So if you have Nightreign on PC, I highly suggest trying it out. It's completely safe. Like, you're not gonna get banned or anything like that. We haven't got anything good there. I'm gonna get Warrior Jar Shard because weapon arts are always good. And the circle is now closing. I'm gonna go check here this scarab. And we got Narrow Talisman or Bolt Talisman, whatever. We are not Iron Eye, so we don't care. And yeah, as always, like, I'm going to the circle closure. I'm gonna go spy on this boss and see who it is to have an idea on what to do on day 2. And should be Magma Worm, which is not hard, but is definitely a bit tanky. And yeah, we're just basically running to the safe zone. I almost fell off there. Thankfully, I didn't. And there are springs there, so it wouldn't be terrible. Yeah, we basically go back where we spawned. I'm gonna clear these trash mobs. And yeah, we're basically waiting um on the enemy spawns. I'm actually gonna go around, clear some more mobs to get some rooms while I'm waiting. Check some loot. Unfortunately, nothing good. I was checking there for a scarab as well. And yeah, was pinging Thunder there because Maris. And I hit the Slav squat, the patches pose. And yeah, we're still waiting on the spawn. Yeah, finally, they spawned in. And we got Gargoyle, which is probably one of my worst matchup, not gonna lie. I really don't like him. I don't know. There are some outliers in both in day one and day two, like Gargoyle, for example, or Nameless King, or Dancer in day two. Like they are way more powerful than the rest of the end of day bosses. Yeah, I swapped to this crossbow to get the kick and break his shield guard, and I'm gonna do it again. I missed, unfortunately. I'm gonna get it here. We get rid of this Lendl Knight. And yeah, it's basically gargoyle time. Unfortunately, like this version is also like different from the like Blade Kindred or the gargoyle that you find inside the crater, because he runs axe and twin blade, while the other two run sword and halberd. So it always throw me off. Thankfully, like in base game, he doesn't have that much HP. But yeah, as you can see, like I definitely need practice against this guy still. Thankfully, he also stands break quite easily in solo. And yeah, it's probably gonna be one of the boss that I'm gonna start practicing as well. Like I'm focusing on field bosses for now. For the mid, yeah, for the major part, we got another stance break. We should have reposted him with the Suncatcher again. Probably have dealt more damage. Thankfully, the Suncatcher L2 is actually doing work. Like we are removing a good chunk of HP every time we do it. But yeah, problem, another big issue that I have with Executor, that I wish like they fix, is the fact that his like stance breaking ability in multiplayer with the Suncatcher is basically none. Like I wish they kept the values like they are in single player. So basically double or triple them if you're playing in duo or trios. Because like to be completely honest, getting consistent counters in multiplayer is way harder than getting them in single player, because the aggro swap of the boss. So yeah, this boss was actually R3 Avatar, but yeah, doing it at level 2 wasn't the smartest idea, so I'm glad I didn't do it. But yeah, that's definitely one of the changes that I want to see. Like they made for Executor, like at least the Suncatcher ability in multiplayer would have it's time to shine. It's time to shine. Like don't get me wrong, it's okay if you can manage to get aggro, like for example against Crucible Knight or Banished Knight, and like your teammates can basically wreck them while you're preparing, but it doesn't always work. So, and yeah, against bosses is even worse because of the aggro swap. So you think the boss is aggroing you, but instead he flicks 180 and it's another guy, or the other way around. Like you're not prepared because uh, you are basically behind the boss and he turns on you and you get slapped in the face. But yeah, we got the RT avatar. We got successive attack offer protection, which is another great perk to have. Like we are building a pretty defensive setup, even though we still we are in normal mode. I'm gonna use the ult to get some ground, like reduce the traveling time, plus getting some trash mob out of the way. I'm actually gonna get the spirit tree, yeah, to get to the lightning camp finally. Maybe get a lightning weapon. But yeah, another thing that I hope they change about Executor is the fact that when you use Suncatcher, you basically lose your grease item or like buff that you have on your weapon. So, for example, if you use Seppuku, like you and you immediately use Suncatcher, like the buff goes away, and you need to reapply it. Same thing for the frost weapon. So I wish like they fix that and you can keep your buff like for his entire duration, even though you swap to Suncatcher. Which again, like for me, is weird because that happens when you turn into a Crucible beast. Yeah, we'll see what they do. And yet, for the Crucible beast, like either give him like insane resistances when at least when I'm using my L2 ability or straight up invincibility frames because like it's ridiculous on higher depths. You basically can't afford to do anything in beast form, like especially going against bosses with bigger hitboxes on attack like AOE is bad. But yeah, we killed all the enemy, all the bosses, I guess, in the camp. And we got actually a Ginata, lightning Ginata, which is the weapon that we were looking for. And yeah, we're gonna proceed to get a Meeting Stone 2. I'm checking loot. I don't know why the map was freaking out. Yeah, before that, yeah, I'm actually gonna hit castle at rooftop to check who's there. We are at level 11, which is okay, even though I think we are a bit behind, but it's fine. Like, it's not mandatory hitting level 15 every run. Like, past level 12, there is a big diminishing return, so it's fine. I'm getting a Wending Grace just in case. I know it's Maris, but yeah, we got trolls unfortunately. I don't think I'm gonna waste any time. I'm gonna try to get this keep, and I don't. So I'm actually gonna go the other way around. Unfortunately, like, I'm not consistent on that one yet. It's a bit harder than this one. We got that right bird, which is not really a good matchup to be fair. Like, that red bird without an holy weapon, it's pretty miserable if you ask me. Especially, I mean, the on top of the castle version. This time I roll there. Thankfully, we are dealing a decent amount of damage, even without holy weapon. You also need a bit more practice, but I don't know, it's kinda strange because with Executor, you don't really parry him, like, you just roll. So I guess I'm practicing the bosses that you can actually parry, and I love the fact that fire stays on the ground for that long. I try to grab us. Didn't got the special dodging animation, which is kind of disappointing. We managed to avoid the wind pressure. I'm actually gonna use the beast form to avoid the rain of lances, I guess. Uh, I got frostbitten, but thankfully, when you are in beast form, you actually don't get statuses. And I missed the repost here because I got greedy and I wanted to sneak in heavy attack. Got it there somehow. He's gonna do the explosion again, and I greeted here for some reason. In fact, I think. Never mind. I got lucky and I didn't die there. That was stupid. Okay, but we managed to kill him, which is the important part. We got Cypherpata and the Pike, which is me. We're gonna eat the churches, we're gonna ignore trolls because fuck trolls, honestly. And yeah, I think I'm gonna try to eat the mine as well. Go to level 13. I see a red wolf, I think. And yeah, we're gonna eat the mine. And of course, if we got Dragon Blade scale, Dragon scale blade, okay, sorry. We could have avoided eating the mine, but we didn't. We're actually gonna do it. Thankfully, like, trolls are pretty weak to status, so getting the bleed proc is not a big of a deal. But yeah, I'm going back on the that right bird topic, like both that right bird and Black Blade Kindred are probably one of the two worst matchup for Executor, considering that you can't apply status to them. And again, another ranged weapon talisman. And it was a red wolf actually. Got shipped by the dart there, or the glint blade, whatever. He didn't attack there for some reason. You got a stance break. Yeah, swap to the Nagakiba because we are in the lake, so you actually get an AoE with lightning weapon when you are in the water. And here, I think I made a mistake. I should have go up and kill at least one of the two trolls that are on this side of the castle to avoid getting potted. Yeah, I guess the main mistake I made here is the fact that I actually approached the merchant and Envil to upgrade the Nagakiba. So I aggro them. But yeah, I should have go up and kill them to avoid pots in my red. Also, for some reason, like they don't lose aggro even if you are pretty far. Just to show you how good they are at throwing shit. They actually got it by one. And here I got an idea. One of the stupid idea. It's enough at least. Got an Iron Eye corpse. Yeah, I think here I get the idea. I get pretty tired of running around, so I was like, you know what? We're gonna parry this shit. I mean, at least it's cool. Yeah, I actually moved out of the way a bit, so we only lost one flask, so it's fine. Yeah, I guess I could have saved that. And we got Meteoric Beast. Which, like, after the last patch, or two patches ago, I guess, you can actually status proc more consistently. It's not as hard to get bleed in there or poison. And we actually got the blood grease after reposting. But as I said before, we lost it because we used Suncatcher. So no blood grease here. I fuck up the berry there. Also, Meteoric Beast needs a bit more practice. Yeah, I'm deciding to roll stuff instead of guarding because I don't want to lose the buff. But yeah, I was pretty low on HP there, so I decided to pop my ult. Strangely enough, I didn't go stand there. I got pretty lucky that he went that way. Like these stun actually work that where you need to be like behind the rock. If not, like the meteoric beast just breaks the rock and doesn't get stunned for some fucking reason. I think that's pretty stupid that it works like this. He has 1 HP. I'm gonna get it anyway. But yeah, up to the boss we go. And yeah, here like all three perks are okay against Maris because like you get the sleep resistance. I mean, having faster ulti is always good, and you get affinity resistance because it deals magic damage. And here I decide not to get another winding grace because that would be kinda ridiculous considering our setup. So I decide to go for turtleneck and starlight shard in case we run out of FP using our weapon art. But yeah, Maris is not my favorite boss fight to be honest. Like it has some cool mechanics like these jellyfish that you can eat to deal damage to the boss if you don't get hit by them, like I just did. Yeah, I rolled way too early. Like the hitboxes on both that attack and the one that she hit does when like he points down are pretty delayed. So I don't know why I didn't manage to basically dodge any wave in this fight. I guess I'm too rusty on this boss. Yeah. I'm waiting way too much. And I'm going in try to hit it with jumping R2. Got a stance break with a weapon art and it went to second phase. Second phase that is a bit more annoying considering that it summons these tentacles. But yeah, I'm trying to do the same thing, killing jellyfish, so it get it by bubbles, and we can get stance break. Here I got surrounded, which wasn't the best, but we actually got a stance break finally. And I got moved away for some reason. We still managed to get the repost though, and it's basically GG. But yeah, could have been better, honestly. But yeah, I'll take my free victory against Maris. Hope you guys enjoyed the run, even though like it wasn't nothing special. And see you guys for the next one. See you.